Okay, so basically what it is, it's a N shape. Okay,
N shape.
N shape. So what N shape does, it's a symmetrical, right? When we write alphabetically N, isn't it? So
Yeah.
it's like this is M. Okay, this is M and
Mm.
this is N. So if you look at here, this is what we call as a N, right?
Yeah.
And the origin of the QM is basically coming from the N shape. Okay, though the
Mm.
QM is Quasimodo, but the originality of the pattern is similar to the N shape. Okay, what is the difference between the N and the Quasimodo? So if you look at here, let's say we have a line or base support, whatever you call it. Okay, now
Okay.
you find the similarity between N here and here. This is the same N, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So what Quasimodo does, just the N shape is here as a symmetrical, but in here it's not a symmetrical. Okay, it's not a symmetrical. The low come a little bit lower, high goes a little bit higher. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
when you have this shape of or this formation, we call it a QM formation is done. So how it happened? It's like it will create a low and it will create a high. Okay, then the low will be taken and the high will be taken. Okay, so whenever
Mm.
market come back to this original low, we call it a QM buy. Clear?
Okay.
At the same process, we are going to follow as a QM cell. Clear? QM cell.
Mm.
Now look at this. We have a high, we have a low. The high will be taken, the low will be also taken. Okay? And
Mm.
you have this as a baseline. Okay? Or a resistance line. Am I recording it? Yes. So when you have it, the market will go back to the QM and then it will drop. Okay?
Okay. Fine.
This is what we call QM cell. Okay, this is what we call QM cell. Now, in a reference base or name base, we will call three name. Okay.
Mm.
Normally, the setup will remain a setup. It will be look like, as I sometimes I give that example as a like the currency you guys use. You call it what? INR.
Yeah.
The currency inland people call it what, pound, and the
Mm.
United States people call it a dollar, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
same remain, the thing is the currency, isn't it? So it will applicable a little bit later why I said this. Now we have three name of QM. Basically there are few people call it a very different name, but we are going to call it a like QMR, QMC, and QMM. Okay, QMM.
Okay.
Now what is R actually? R means reversal, and then what will be the
Mm-hmm.
C means? C means
Continuation.
continuation, right? And
What is
then
the word means QM? Is there any idea behind that?
QM
The
is a
word.
Quasimodo. It was
Oh.
inspired. It was inspired by our childhood thing.
Okay.
Quasimodo. Okay,
Understand.
Quasimodo. This character actually. This is the
Oh.
character.
That.
Okay, as you look at him, its shoulder is not okay. Okay, so
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
is the
Yeah. Yeah.
same pattern we follow.
Not
That's why
symmetric.
we call it a
Mm.
Quasimodo. Okay.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Now, the R means. Let me tell you. R means reversal. So look at this. It's a what trend? It's a what trend?
Downtrend.
Downtrend. So if anything happened here, which will cause the changes of this downtrend, what we're going to call it? Something happened here which causes the reversal, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
If the what happened? If the buy QM happened here, okay? If the buy QM happened here, so it's the buy QM, right?
Yeah.
So that means what? It is changing the direction. So we call it
Yeah.
QMR, but basically this QM buy actually. So, but the placement of the area, we call it a different name, like as a currency. Okay. So,
Mm. Got
and
that.
same here, what we have here, we have a same downtrend. Okay,
Yeah.
now if anything happened here which is like this, what happened here? It's a QM sale happened, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what it does, it gives the flow to the market, to the downtrend.
Yeah.
So we call it a QM continuation. Basically,
Continuation.
it giving flow to the market. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what is manipulation? Okay,
Yeah.
manipulation. Let's say we have a, this is a engulfing buy area. Okay, engulfing buy area. Now we are coming down to here. If it is an engulfing buy area, what we are going to do from here? Buy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now this is a QM buy pattern. This is a QM buy pattern. Let me draw a QM buy pattern here. So let's say it's a QM buy pattern already created. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
market come back to here. Means what? Both of the scenario is same. We are going to buy from here. Okay, sorry, I already draw it. We were buying from here, isn't it? Same scenario
Mm-hmm.
is we are going to buy from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what if we have a engulfing, this engulfing did not respect it, and eventually come like here? What happened now? Remember, it become a cell area, right?
Malaria.
Cell area.
Yeah.
Now the same process happened here. It did not respect it, did not goes to the upper area, but come down to the cell area. Now what?
Malaria.
It same, it happened to be the same. It will do the same reaction like this. Same
Yeah.
thing it did like here. Understood?
Yeah.
Any questions so far?
No, no, I think it will be clear in my practice.
Yeah, one more thing to remember, which is basically we are not going to give that much priority as a
Yeah, I think
non.
so. Yeah, yeah, I already think so that.
Because you have seen a lot of chart posting in the superhero. No one gives priority to the QM alone.
Yeah, yeah,
We
yeah. That's why I'm thinking. Yes, I'm thinking about that because no one is much more saying about that QMs.
because our first job is to lock an area. Okay, as a we always locked an area. Once we lock that particular area, we always look for that particular locked area as a SOPs area. If we see our SOPs in there, and QM makes an extra confluence basically on there. Okay,
Okay, fine, fine.
so let us go to our chart. We will see some example, and here in a real chart. Okay, in real chart, it will help us. It will help us a lot. A lot means a lot. Okay, now
Yeah,
let us start with a QM manipulation. We have a recent example of QM manipulation. We have a QM cell here, isn't it, brother? It just created a cell formation, like we have a high, we have a low, we have a high, we have a low, isn't it?
yeah.
So what is the expectation? Expectation is it goes to here. Okay,
Mm.
and that means it's a sell area. We randomly do not sell from that QM. Again, to remember, we look for setup, a lot of setup. So let's say
Okay.
if it goes there, then we are going to sell from here. Okay, eventually what happened, it did failed, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
now what it become a QM manipulation.
Manipulation.
Now
Yeah.
the same process we are going to follow. When you have a manipulation, that means it's become our first SOP. Okay, if 15-minute SOP gives you so much profit, so think about it is 1 hour. Okay, we have few SOPs there, then it just come back to the failed area, and it never come back to that area. It eventually went for all-time high. Okay, all-time high.
Yeah.
Clear? This is
Yeah.
how we mark. And again, one more thing, always need to remember, if a QM remain 3 time frame QM, okay, those QM work so better. Okay,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
better. Now look at anywhere. Let us look for example. We have few example basically. I think in here we have an example in a very recent trade we took also. If you look at here, we have a QM here, which is H1 QM, isn't it?
Sure, yeah, yeah.
So we have low, we have high, we have lower low, we have higher high. Okay. Now, if it remain three time frame QM, like 30-minute is also same. Look at this same QM pattern remaining, right? And
Yeah.
if you go to the 15-minute, the same QM pattern remaining means it's a, if our SOP is also there, okay, means
Okay.
it's a sweet spot or kind of heaven for trading, okay, kind of heaven for
Okay.
trading. Now it just touch and never just goes away, away, away. Okay, this is what you should focus when it is about a QM. Okay,
Okay.
okay. Now what else? What question you have for me, brother?
Then, yeah, I had some confusions because it was new for me, but I think it will be cleared by time by practicing the session, by practicing the chart.
Uh-huh.
I think so. It will be clear. And also, I'm not the when we getting more confidence. I think the confidence getting in higher type rates will be much more better. I think.
We always come from higher time frame. We never randomly jump on any shorter time frame, you know.
Yeah.
Like if you you know
Yeah, I
sometimes
think
we
what is scalpers do in the lower time frame.
this is different. But if you look for, sometimes we do chart breakdown in the group, right? In the superhero,
Hmm.
when like anyone asks, can you explain why that and why that, and basically what happened, someone explain in bit, like from daily to H4 to H1 to 30-minute and the 15-minute and the 5-minute, everything goes like that way, isn't it?
Hmm.
So yeah, we do not randomly jump on any time frame. We always go for the particular time frame. Sorry, particular breakdown. We call it a multi time frame.
Multi time frame. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
What else?
Yeah, I think it will be cleared by practicing.
Yeah. Okay, so let us start something today. Okay.